Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Helen of Helen Jeanne Designs and Hope Filled Journals, and today I'm going to be working in my altered book planner, and I'm going to be planning for the month of September. This month I have a little surprise. I have a free planning kit. Generally I put these up for sale on my website with a freebie page, but this month I'm giving away this set for free, and all I ask is that you subscribe to my channel, and if you want to sign up for it to get you to the free set, it will ask you to sign up for my newsletter, and you can always unsubscribe at any time. Hopefully you won't, but I just send out occasional newsletters, maybe once a month, just updating what's going on and if I have any new printables. But again, I want to thank you for planning along with me. This month I'm going to be doing the whole month of September, and I'm going to be using this set, which includes this calendar page. I went with kind of a fall theme for the month of September, and I may use this again in October because I like the fall colors. Again, I have my goals and steps and my habit tracker for the month, and then I used kind of a lot of the watercolor florals in the fall colors for this kit, and this is just the days of the week that I can use to write down my plans for each day. And then I've got this plan, which is the weekly plan. It looks a little different with some more florals, so I won't have to add much to this. And then I've got just some lined paper here. You can use this in a variety of ways. I can just write down my days and my plans, or I can use it to add a few journal pages to my planner, which occasionally I like to do just to maybe even highlight what I've done for the week, or possibly some goals for the future. And this is just a plain paper. I like to use graph paper because it has the lines, and I can, if I want to do any drawing, I can give me a few guides. But it's very versatile. And these are just some little clip art pieces with the fall theme, some of the florals, a few pumpkins. Who doesn't like pumpkin spice? It's one of my favorites in the fall. And some little foxes. And I put September, October, November, autumn, and fall. And what I did here is I printed this up again on sticker paper. It's actually label paper. It's a matte paper, and this helps me to be able to use it in my planner without taking a lot of extra time. One of my goals with this planner, I took time to make the planner in my altered book and use the cover, but I don't want to spend too much time each month setting up my planner, just because then I find that I don't actually take as much time to plan. So I hope you'll join along with me. And again, if you want your free kit, I will put a link below, and appreciate it if you give me a little subscribe to my channel. It will help me in the future, and again, keep you updated. So enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and start working on my monthly plan. Okay, so I did a little prep work, so I'm ready to get started. And I'm just going to go through and plan my entire month. Now I'm going to do 5 weekly spreads, because in my last the August plan, I didn't do the partial week where August ends and September begins. So I'm going to add a 5th week so I can use that for that spread. So what I did is I cut down my papers that I'm going to use, and I rounded the corners with my corner trimmer. This is what I use, and I went ahead and put a little bit of Distress Oxide, just a little bit around the edges of the papers. And then I cut out all my little fussy cut pieces. I don't know if I'm going to use them all, but I went ahead and cut them out. And I didn't cut all the way around the picture. I left some white, and then I used this Distress Oxide ink to cover a little bit of the white so they look a little bit more, they have a little bit more of a vintage look. As you can see, like this flower here, I just basically just covered the white. That way it doesn't take as long to cut them out, and they still have a somewhat a vintage look to them. Again, one of my goals is to cut down on the time it takes me to create my planners, but I do like doing the handmade planner because it makes my planning time a little more enjoyable to have it be a little bit more creative. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do, like I normally do, I'm going to go through and put my monthly spread and my goals and habit tracker, and then I'm going to do my weekly spreads. So like I said, I'm going to do it a little bit quicker than normal. So I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm probably not going to talk through each step. That way I can speed up the video a little bit so that it just doesn't take as much of your time as long as much of my time. So I'm going to start out with my month. I'm going to set these aside, and I've got my days, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little banner that comes in the kit, and I cut out September, so I'm going to glue that on and probably put it on this side. And yeah, this is a little bit plain, so I think what I'm going to use is some of my fussy cuts, but like I said, I'm not going to talk through it, and I'll speed it up a little bit. And so here we go. So I set up my monthly calendar, and again I sped things up a little bit so you wouldn't have to see all of the cutting and gluing. I went ahead and wrote in the dates so I could refer back to them as I'm doing my spreads when I need to add the dates. Like I said, I'm going to put the August dates in my first week. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and go through and glue my pages in off of the video. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the video up as I'm embellishing them and adding details. So I'm going to turn off the video for a few minutes, so when I pick back up, I'll already have them glued in, and then I'll explain to you what I'm going to do. Some of it I actually decide as I go along, as you know, if you've watched any of my other videos. So I'm going to go through and glue them all in. See you in a minute. So I went through and I glued in, I had this page done as you saw, but I glued in the rest of the pages, my goals, steps, habit tracker, weekly spread, another week, and this is another weekly spread. And as you can see, these pages are already pretty decorated. So I'm not going to add a lot of detail, because one of the goals I had in creating this kit, and one of the reasons I'm giving it away, is because I wanted to make something, a simple setup for somebody if you want to use it but you don't want to add a lot of extra time. And then many times when I actually do my planning, that's when I add more of my details. But for this video's sake, I just wanted to show you how you can use these planner pages just as they are. Now I mixed them up a bit. This is a week on one page, so I added the lined journaling pages on the next one. I can either just do some highlights for the week or just some notes. It just varies what I want to use it for. And I did 2 spreads like that. Again, these are already pretty embellished. The last week, I just put the graph paper. So, excuse me. So this is the week that I'm going to focus on creating for you during this video. I'm going to go and I'm going to write in my dates and fill those in. And then I'm going to use some of the stickers and just show you the way I might create a spread. So if you want to follow along, that's what I will do with this week. So I went through and I put in my dates on the other pages, and I played around with my stickers a little bit. And I decided I think I'm going to save the pumpkins and the little foxes and the pumpkin spice drink and everything. I might use those next month in October. I'm going to stick with the floral theme for this, for the rest of this spread. So I just kind of got an idea of where I want to put them. So I think that I'll stick them on, and then I'm going to write in the days of the week. Again, gonna keep it pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my stickers on. Just makes it so much easier. This one's gonna go over the edge, and then I'm gonna cut off the remainder, just because I don't want it to come down too far. I just have to think about how I want it, which way it looks the best, which part I want to cut off. I don't want to take up too much space because I want to have room for my planning. I think I'm going to go with that, and then I'll cut off the edges. This one's pretty simple, just a small floral for the corner. And again, I'll probably make it to where a little bit of it hangs over and trim off the edges. Sometimes you don't really know what you want to use until you play around with it a bit. That's why when I put the other pictures on off camera, I decided I just wanted to stick with the floral theme. I have to admit I really like flowers anyway, so that's probably my favorite theme for anything, is to add flowers. Even for fall, the color of these flowers look nice for fall and or autumn. I have this sticker that says autumn. I also have one that says fall in the kit. And again, I hope you'll take advantage of this free kit. since I created it, I'm hoping that as many people that want to use it will have the opportunity to use it. I'd love to see your planners. If you want to post them on Instagram or something, I'd love to see what you do with it. Now this one, I don't want to end up cutting off my words. Probably should have spaced the leaves out a bit. So I'm going to trim off the edges a bit. Do the same down here. It's hard to believe that I'm already planning for September. The year has gone so quickly. Summer has gone very rapidly. We've been pretty busy, and I bet you have too. All right, so I'm going to cut the rest of these off. Probably have to touch them up a little bit later. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here with my arms in the way. There we go. All right. So I got my stickers on, did my decorations first. So now I just need to add my days of the weeks. Sometimes I will make blocks, you know, with the ruler. I've got this graph paper here so I can follow the lines. But I think I'm just actually going to write in my days as I did on these other pages, only I'm going to take up both of the pages. I went through and I wrote in my dates. Let's see, kind of like this one here. I think I'm going to put 4 days and then 3 days, and I don't know if I'll put notes or not. So I'm going to use this pen. It's a Tombow calligraphy style pen. My calligraphy is not the greatest, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to write in the day there. Maybe I'll do it. There's not enough room there. I'll probably write in like the dates there and then just put the days of the week here. Okay, so I went through and I put in my days of the week. I messed up a little bit there on Sunday, but my sizes aren't that great, but you get the idea of what you can do. I think I'm going to add this little fall sticker here in the corner just to give this a little bit something else there. And I'm going to leave this open just because sometimes I like to write a little quote or Bible verse or something. I'm not sure what I want to put there, but it's a very simple spread. Again, I used my stickers from the kit. So, well, I made them into stickers. You could actually just cut them out and glue them on also. I just printed them up on the sticker paper. But that's the plan for the month of September. Very simple, didn't add a lot of embellishing, just what was already in the kit, basically just glued my pages in. You could put them in a regular notebook, anything, you can be creative. But again, I'm giving these away to anybody that wants them, and I hope that you can use them. And I want to thank you for planning along with me for the month of September. And I hope you will subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I would love for you to get your own kit. So I will put the link below. And the only thing I ask is that you subscribe to my channel and my newsletter when you sign up for the kit. So I hope you have a happy September and a happy fall, and I will be putting out some more videos soon on junk journaling, planning, crafting, various things. So again, have a nice day and thanks for joining me.